Hello and welcome to another episode of the Wicked Cool Kids podcast. It is the dawn of a new year and we have something a little special for you. Instead of our usual conversations, this time we are putting some of the insights and ideas from the last few episodes into practice. I asked Kristen, Lee and Joe to create a group of level 9 Wood Elves who are members of the Court of Avalon. Once per decade, all the Wood Elves come to the Tree of Memories and add their own unique experiences, sustaining the tree and storing knowledge for future generations. The story starts with the arrival of our party at a gathering to celebrate the event the night prior. Lee is playing Venlee, master of technology, you guessed it, a Hexblade Warlock, who has created an invention he is sure will benefit both the tree and the elves alike. Kristen plays Veda, military general and College of Spirits bard, able to communicate and utilise the spirits that have been stored in the Tree of Memories. Joe plays Maurice, an Order of Scribes wizard, fulfilling the tree's system and database administrator position, making him skeptical of the new device Venlee has proposed. Some of them stayed with tried and true methods, while others went outside the box, trying to take on tropes from a new angle. For this one shot, I implemented a new system for minions, allowing me to flood the battlefield with enemies that would die when hit, to simply distract the players from the main threat. Join us in the banquet hall, where we meet each of our players and they describe their characters for you. So find yourself a comfortable seat, grab a drink, grab some crisp, listen along and enjoy. So it's been 10 years since the last day that you celebrated the coming together of the Wood Elves, and within this society you all gather around the memory tree, and this holds all the memories of all the elves that have long since passed away and all the new elves that have come after them. Every 10 years the elves will gather and place their hand on the tree and copy their memories into it, so that the knowledge of the entire Wood Elven race can be accessed at any point, so we can learn from the past mistakes in order to fix the future mistakes. But such a knowledge is always going to be valuable to those and the enemies of the Wood Elves and the material plane. It involves memories of strategic battles and weaknesses of certain creatures and enemies and foes that have fallen over the years. But you've never had a failed celebration with the memory tree before, and it's always been safely guarded, and any attempts to terrorize the day have been put down almost immediately. But it doesn't mean that there isn't threats still out there wanting to gain access to these memories. But never mind, we can still celebrate, and once all your plans are put in place and the guards are being put there and you're comfortable with the arrangements for the day that is about to come, the day before, there's a party going on, and every 10 years the council all meet up at the party with all the higher elves funded by the state, and you gather in a small back room every 10 years to talk about what might come up in the next day or so, any new inventions. It's very rare you guys are in the same place at the same time and are able to talk to each other. So this is a rare event every 10 years. So we start with Veda, who you are just arriving at the party. There's guards at the side of the entrance who instantly recognise you, and a younger guard taking names at your desk as you approach. Would you like to describe your character for us, please, Kristen?
Yeah, so Veda is a probably 5'8" foot tall wood elf. She has brown hair, which looks hardened in places, and out of those hardened places, it appears that there are actual leaves growing from them. She's got pointed ears on her face, though it almost appears as if it's painted this green stripe across her eyes, but the closer you get, you realize that those are actual leaves from a tree that are just kind of growing out of the sides of her face, coming from almost that third eye spot and then moving outward to either side. She is wearing a green cloak with a beautiful clasp. This armor that looks leathery, but upon closer inspection, it's a little more like tree bark. She's got knee-high boots, longbow tossed across her back, as well as a quiver, and just kind of this very stoic face, bright eyes that kind of take in everything around her.
Yeah, always on the edge of being ready for combat, but never quite relaxing enough to remove your gear, even for the 10-year party to celebrate the coming together of memories. As you approach the front door, you're recognized by this small younger guard. He goes, Veda, the rest of your colleagues are meeting in the back room over there. Alister has prepared a room, decorated with lovely flowers, and I'm sure you'll find it's on the other side. But if you need any help, I'm sure Alister can bring you any wines and fruits that you like.
She just kind of makes a murmur of assent and puts her hand on their shoulder and nods in appreciation and starts towards the back.
Passing through the crowd, you get a glimpse of one of your other council members, Maurice, as you are currently inspecting the latest invention that is being displayed in the room created by Venlee, who is the sort of the city's almost engineer and inventor. And you're slightly concerned, Maurice, with the invention that is going to help this tree gather more memories in a quicker time. So you're just trying to see what other inventions that he has created in the time that you've been away from the city. And so you're just inspecting one of these newer ballistas that are being created. Quite fancy, very elven in make. Used yew wood in its construction. And the bolts are much smaller, so it's easier to reload in a quicker pace than the traditional ballista. Would you like to describe Maurice and what he's doing at the moment, please, Joe?
Yeah, sure. He's fairly tall and fairly gangly. Looks fairly smartly dressed, but at the same time quite dishevelled. Like smart clothes, just not well kept. His hair's sort of affray and filled with things that he is at one time or another absent-mindedly placed for safekeeping and then forgotten about. He looks a bit furtive, constantly looking around at the things, at the people around him. Seems a bit uncomfortable in this room filled with so many. But yeah, the invention in front of him is holding the majority of his gaze. Most likely inspecting the wood itself and trying to decide why on earth they didn't use different composite woods for the arm of the bow. Who knows?
Yeah, you feel like it's probably some superstition that yew wood is often a symbol of the elves, but you get past those kind of colloquialisms and would rather people use what is more efficient rather than what is more traditionally used. And so you like to break traditions that way, but you are kind of within yourself. And as you take in this bow, you do then sort of come back into reality and notice that you are being surrounded by sort of a crowd that's gathering around this ballista now, as you spot the room that has been priorly mentioned to you, where the rest of your colleagues are going to be sitting. You guys will both hear the familiar voice of Venlee in the back room. There is a door here that you can walk through for the rest of you, but you guys can hear the voice coming from what seemingly looks like a moss wall. But to you guys being here and knowing the magic that your servants are capable of, it's an illusion of a kind that allows you to walk straight through the wall in order to go and see it. Oh. pull you over. And Maurice, as you see Veda walk in, you follow her into the room, blocking all outside eyes and ears from knowing what's going on within this room, unless shouting like Venlee is going on. And Lee, would you like to introduce your character for us?
Yeah, certainly. Venlee's just over 6 foot tall, with short, messy silver hair. Woven into his hair are these bright purple branches. He's very clean shaven, got green eyes, always wearing this dark green tunic that has different vibrant coloured flowers attached to it, that you probably recognise from being from the Feywild, as they glow with this magical hue. And that's pretty much him.
Cool. And you're telling your other colleagues of the council what you're doing here and things that have been going on, and being a little bit more braggy and boisterous about the inventions that you've been making of late. So sitting next to you, you have Sarah. Opposite you, you have Tandana. And then next to Tandana, you have Emily. And they are various either the construction guild workers, or they do the taxes and the managers of the gold through the city, and one of them's like international relations. So there's 2 seats left there for your remaining colleagues, but Alister walks up to both Veda and Maurice. Goes, hi, we have seats prepared for you. Would you like a glass of wine before you sit down?
Just water for me, thank you.
What have you got it, Maurice? And you, Veda, what would you like to have to drink tonight?
She's
Crack open
not a woman
fine
of a ton of words. So when he said wine, she would have just kind of nodded. And if he waited for a response as to which kind, whenever he got to, she would have liked a red. She would have nodded again.
Red it is. Come on, Veda, smile. It's cause for celebration. No need to worry. There's not been an intrusion on the tree in over 150 years.
You're welcome.
Sit down and relax. I'll go and get you your red wine, don't you worry. And Maurice, I'll bring you that water. Please, go. Sit. I'll bring it to you.
I have 2 characters, and I can't move either one. Thank you.
You have 2 characters.
Well, it's nice of you both to join us. I was just telling Sarah and Emily and Tandon about the new invention that I've come up with. I was blessed with this vision, and I think it's going to revolutionize things. It's going to make things so much easier.
A vision. You said you came up with this device in a vision. You didn't do any research or study to create this.
We have this discussion every single time we meet. I am bestowed visions from the person who gives me my powers, and this is where I get the inspiration for these ideas.
You're right. We do have this conversation every time, and every time I tell you that once you've had the vision, that's fine. That's proof. That's just conceptual art. You need to then do some research and put some work in and make sure that it functions the way that I can't believe we're entrusting this to you again.
Maurice, calm yourself. Venlee, please give the report.
Just hand the report over.
Maurice pulls a quill out of his pocket and starts tapping the top almost like a clicker pen. There's no click there.
Yeah.
So
and
what I thought was to sort of streamline it, rather than us have to get everybody to go to the tree and pass their memories on. This time, as I had this vision, it was as if a spider crept into my ear and began to draw things out with its silk. So that's similar to what we've come up with. These fine folk helped me finalize it, but it's a small mechanical spider that will enter your brain and draw out the memories that you wish to give in the form of a web, which we then tie onto the Tree of Life, and it absorbs the memories that way. So just think of, we could go home to home doing this and collect thousands of memory with ease.
And how do you distinguish between one memory and the next once it's been extracted? I presume you have a cataloguing system, yes?
Why would we need to? We just place them on the tree, and it absorbs them all, and the tree has the knowledge.
No. That sounds far too chaotic.
What of the tradition? What of the connection with the tree?
Well, we can still have a party and a celebration and everything. It just think of it as the tree will have less physical contact, and that will make things better for the tree, won't it?
Well, did you ask the tree?
Just looks a bit shifty, like no.
She puts her
your
hand
wine,
on.
Madam Veda.
She'll take it, put it down, because she's appalled at the fact that Venlee didn't even consider the tree's emotions. So she'll put her hand over her heart space, but really kind of just connecting with the bark of her armor. The tree has emotions. The tree likes the contact. It's a special ritual when knowledge transfers from the living into the tree.
Yeah,
You're taking that away.
I thought you might say that, but consider this. These are new times, and people can track different things. What happens if they were to go out there, and he gestures like to the further beyond where we live?
She shudders.
What if they come back and touch the tree, and they have something, and then the tree gets sick?
I assure you I have plenty of firewalls in place.
Are you speaking of a communicable disease? Transferring that to the tree?
It's a possibility we need to consider.
She'd like to close her eyes and kind of rake her hands through the leafy part of her hair and commune with the memories within her and see if she can recall any time that that's actually happened, like an elf touching the tree gave the tree a disease.
Elf rabies is a thing, you know.
It's hard to pinpoint a exact time of how long ago this was, and it wasn't by elf hand. It was by an infiltrator who had purposely touched it with corrupt memories in order to infect the tree. So it is possible that something can be done that way, but unlikely by elf hand.
So as she's raking her hands through these branchy, leafy parts of her hair, she'll open her eyes, and her eyes have gone from a bright blue to this brown, completely muddy, earthen brown. Once, not by elfin hand. Improbable, though. Not impossible? And she'll blink rapidly a couple of times, put her hands down, and her eyes shift back to blue. Are you suggesting that one among us has foul intentions?
You can never be too sure. And I
Well,
just think if we limit the amount of people that actually go in, it's not to say that we can't go in and certain people can't go in, but if we limit a majority, then at least the tree will be a lot safer.
She stares into her glass of red, swirls it and checks the legs, and then takes a sip in contemplation while she mulls that over.
From my memory, the only thing to corrupt the tree in any reasonable history has been the memories themselves. I'm more worried about what memories you might bring in with your device, and as you say, you're not cataloguing them. I don't understand how it just can go along with this. It's just I'll continue to mumble under my breath for a while.
But it's not. Emily speaks up at the side. It's not just that we can collect them at people's homes and get more memories at once. It's we can have data banks and store it just in case anything does happen for Tree. We have backups of these memories.
She slowly begins to nod.
After what happened in Crystal Core, that capital city of the human empire is totally fell. We can't be too. We have to be prepared for such things. We don't know where the forces of darkness will attack next, and if they gain this knowledge, they could pull down entire civilizations.
I suppose.
And with the new ballistas, we can fight off the hordes of enemies if need be. Isn't that right? She looks over to you, Venlee.
Yeah, that's certainly correct. It would mean that people aren't really capable of wielding a sword or a weapon, or unable to cast magic, can actually help in these times at a safe distance.
You guys hear a sort of a cheer as the smell of food hits and comes in through the vining of the windows that you guys can see out of as the sort of food gets passed around. The crowds on the outside and the band starts to pick up. And now, looking up from your table and your colleagues, you kind of notice that Alister has created this beautiful wall of purple-green vines that shimmers with this ethereal energy. And that's the magic within there that is blocking the view from the outside looking in, but you guys can perfectly see what is going on the outside. So you're always observant. You can see more groups of people gathered around and start picking at the food, and some of them start getting up to dance once more. Continue. It seems like the food is ready. I'll nip out and I'll go and bring some in for you. Continue. Would anyone like anything else from the kitchens as I make my way?
Veda just shakes her head as she's still contemplating what happened in Crystal Call, and then completely forgets that Alister just asked her a question, puts her hand on Venlee's hand.
Very well.
The infirm, those who are unable to bring us memories. Perhaps this. It could, and she looks over towards Maurice. It could have a place.
Maurice, you can't help but think if this is going to go in, it needs some kind of categorization, and that work totally falls on you.
You may be right, but we're not ready. It's going to take some time. I need time.
Well, how much?
Have you ever heard the phrase, how long is a piece of string?
No.
Well, that long, at least.
So 2 days.
I suppose you've got a vision about that, yes?
No, it's just something I've heard around the city. Someone said, "How long is a piece of string?" And they just replied 2 days. So is that how long you need?
I feel like I might need longer. I need to see the device. I need to see how it works. We need to make iterations, and it has to be ongoing development. 2 days is not enough now, but this is all up for discussion.
Would you like to see the schematics? And she passes the report over to you.
this is no good at all. I'm not even reading them yet. No, this is terrible. Why would you do it like that?
I'll turn the first page over. Yeah, I'll assess them.
Yeah,
Yes,
what it is kind of just look like a child's put together sketch of what it kind of looks like, and then just some notes at the side, and none of them are like straight, some of them are like all wonky. Like the paper's being like slightly tilted when writing it in a rush to get it down, almost if someone's woke up from a vision and just tried to get it down as quick as possible.
Brilliant. So as I'm saying, no, this is no good, etc., before I turn the first page. As I turn the first page and see that, I immediately go completely silent.
It's brilliant, isn't it? You don't like it?
I am staring at you very blankly, completely vacant look on my face. Almost like I've shut down completely.
Well, let's not forget, my other inventions have, proven well.
Veda, as they're communicating about these things, you get the smell of the food, but underlining some of this food, you can smell faint burning and sort of distant vocals in the background from outside of this place.
I'm gonna close my eyes and run my fingers through my branchy hair for a second, eyes going again that earthy, muddy color, as she tries to just kind of feel whether or not something is wrong, particularly with the tree if it's coming from outside.
Yeah, and trying to focus on it. It seems like it's not your senses that are picking up these smells and noises. It is the trees that is picking it up. But although not directly from the tree itself, it is picking up the sense from its surroundings. Something is on fire close by. Would you like some food, Veda?
Fire! And
There's no fire,
stands up,
I can assure you.
She knocks her chair over as she stands up in alarm, grabs her bow from her back.
Calm down, Veda.
Run out.
There's nothing. As you do so, Alister lifts his hand up, and as you try to run out, this door, whoosh, these vines close in front of you, not allowing you to pass. Oh, well, it seems that you have decided to act much sooner than I had hoped. But best as Alister, who you assumed was Alister, starts to mutate and his muscles pop and his horns start to grow out his head and his hands start to crackle with electricity. And he goes, well, guess that's my cue. Unfortunately, I can't allow you to leave. It's taken me years to put this plan together, earning your trust, letting me into your inner circle, hosting for you. No more. The memories of that tree will be mine, and unfortunately, you won't be there to stop me. And he throws like a small glass vial down onto the ground, and he burns up in fire and disappears. As the walls, you turn around and you can see that the walls and the vines in here become alive, and these vines start to wrap around. Can I have a dexterity check from you, Maurice, as the vines on your side of the wall are trying to reach at you and your colleagues?
As this is happening, can we still see on the other side of the wall?
Yes, you can still
That's
vaguely see from the other side of the wall in here, and I'd like you guys to roll initiative. You will get these two will both die. You see is your two colleagues next to you, Maurice, they're wrapped around the neck, wrapped around your chair and can't quite squeeze you hard enough, but you will take a tentacle attack. From there. 14, Maurice. I think hits.
Yeah, hits unless I can do anything about it. Yeah, it hits.
Cool. For 19 points of damage.
Wah!
As you can see now within this, the vines seem corrupted. The people on the outside start to scream as this entire room is covered by whatever this fiendish plant is and starts to killing anybody who is getting close to its walls. Veda, what would you like to do to start our combat off?
Help me, Veda! Help me! Oh, it's so tight. I don't like being constrained.
I wasn't ready. I'm going to. I'm going to get out my rapier. Oh wait, is this a? I have to see. Make an attack roll. No, I don't think I have to use my rapier to do it. So what I will do is I will take one of those leaves in my hair and break off the fine little branch that connects it, and I'm gonna throw it at this wall, and I'm going to cast Test Strike. So as I do this, if it hits, and hopefully it does, it will give it 1 point of non-magical bludgeoning, 1 point of non-magical piercing, 1 point of non-magical slashing, 1 point of acid, 1 point of cold, and 1 point of fire damage. So as this leaf will collide with the wall, it will split apart into different colored motes and give me feedback on if it is susceptible or immune or resistant or whatever to any of those different things. So I shall roll my strike.
Throw the list of the things in there.
Yeah.
And then I can. Okay, so immune to the poison damage. Resistant to the acid, resistant to the fire. Resistant to the lightning. Oh, it's thunder.
Nope. Don't give me too much. So it's only acid at this point, fire, acid,
and
cold, and then non-magical piercing, slashing, bludgeoning.
So the non-magicals they seem to be fine, but fire and acid is resistant to.
Okay. I pass that
immune to the
message
poison
along.
damage.
Okay. I pass that message along. And let me see if I have any bonus actions. I'm going to look at Maurice and just kind of in whispers, it will echo as if there are multiple voices coming out of my mouth. Survive. And I will cast Bardic Inspiration over towards him. And it's a D8.
Okay. Cool. D8 on Maurice. Let me add a Bardic to you. And it's a D8 effect. There you go. That should actually, if you want to use that at any point you cast abilities. Next up is Maurice.
Wonderful.
What would you like to do?
Am I in any way restrained, or was that simply a hit?
It was simply a hit, yeah.
Cool. Okay. In that case, in pure panic, wait, what am I even? In that case, in pure panic, I will remembering the cries of fire, and with the shock of the events that just happened to me with the tentacles, I will start screaming at the top of my voice, "Oh no! A fire! A fire! There's a fire somewhere!" And as I'm spinning around, waving my arms, frost will start emanating from my fingertips towards the doorway of vines, if I can.
Yeah. Awesome.
Let me go. For an 18.
18 just hit.
Okay. For 6 points of frost damage.
Yeah, every little helps.
Yeah.
Not sponsored. Anything else, Maurice? Would you like to remove yourself away from the wall's reach? Well, you're not sure how far it can reach for now, but definitely you can reach at least that.
As I'm spinning around shouting, "Fire! Fire! Oh no, it's a fire!" I'll be standing on the table, dancing around a little bit.
Nice. Is that you done?
Yes.
Then Venlee, what would you like to do?
Yeah, quickly turn to Sarah and just say, step away from the walls, make sure it doesn't get you, and then I'm gonna 15, 25, run in with my mace drawn out.
Yeah.
Bring it up, and as I do, it's gonna shine with purple, and I'm gonna make 2 attacks on it.
Okay. Swing your attacks. 21 hits. 6 damage. A 16 misses.
There should be another +4 onto that, because I should get +9. So it should be 20.
Okay, then that will hit.
I'll fix it.
Add where you put the +4, just put a +8.
Yeah. So swing twice, trying to crash into it, and every time this mace hits, the light of the purple sort of intensifies, crashing into it. And that's all I'm going to do, just standing there ready to try and break through.
Cool. And then it gets to attack 3 times. You're all within 15 foot of it, so it'll be 1 tentacle each as the vines whip out at each of you, pushing you back away from this wall. So we go from left to right. Veda, you'll be first. 20 will hit you.
Mm-hmm.
For 21.
Okay.
Venlee, do you next. That is a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
For 15. If you can take that. You're under the other token, so I can't do it right now. And a natural 2 for the 10. It goes to whip at you and grabs the body of Tandanet in front of you and pulls him in, just like ripping him apart. Maurice, as you are now exposed without his body there covering you. That'll be its turn. Veda, what would you like to do?
I would. I would like to not have this thing attack me. I would like to
stay away from it.
I mean, if it's got a 15-foot range, there's nowhere in here that I'm going to be able to. All right. I'm going to so the tentacle that reached out and hit me, I'm gonna grab it in reaction, and as I do that, my eyes are gonna kind of flash with light, and out of nowhere seems that this psychic energy and all of these whispers from me go straight into the tentacle as I cast Rolotham's Psychic Lance.
Cool. I think I fixed that for you as well. You done it as well. Okay.
Okay, spell book.
Put it down to 1.
So it needs to make an intelligence save, and I'm hoping that it's not very intelligent.
Yeah. Click in here. Let's see. That
Great.
is, -2.
Okay.
So
it will take 30 points of psychic damage.
Awesome.
And it is incapacitated until the start of my next turn. So with that, I think I'm going to get a little bit of space between me and it. Oh, they're only in the front of the room? This stuff is only in the front of the room. It doesn't
Wherever
wrap
you
around the
see
back.
vines, yeah.
Okay, great. Then I will take some movement back.
Okay. Everything on your turn?
Yes, I think so.
Maurice.
I think Maurice is going to attempt.
We need to get out of here as quickly as we can. Everybody hurry!
And I'm gonna wave my arms wildly at the thing and sort of shoo, and hope that it disappears. Can it make a charisma saving throw, please? As long as I'm able to cast banishment on it.
Yeah, I can't see any immunities to it, so saving throw. Normal. It's 11.
It's a 16 DC.
Yeah, it fails. So,
Wonderful.
so you're going to try and just banish it all completely?
Yeah.
Banishment. It returns back to the planes of hell. How long does that last?
It's a minute, I think. It's
Minute.
concentration for a minute.
Cool.
Yes.
And as you do so, you see all the vines in the entire room just disappear off the walls.
Quickly, everybody run!
I'm not going to wait for anyone to listen to me. I'll just run.
You see, all the
They
people
just
outside also
spread out.
just like all run out as well and start making their way out, leaving only the dead behind as you concentrate on that and run out. And we'll also join you guys and attempt to run out. We'll end combat for now if you guys are leaving, because it will not be there for the next minute while Maurice maintains his concentration. Sarah sprints over, knocking over the pedestal on the way out. Would you guys like to go to outside with the rest of the people?
Yes, please. Veda is trying to run towards the tree.
Okay. So you make your way down to the exit floor of the tree, which was holding up this place. You can see outside some of the other trees and adjacent trees are on fire, and flames are licking up some of the distant trees, and smoke is filling the sky. You can see these imps pulling at people's hair and throwing them off the higher levels of the trees, and then this large, armored, fiendish creature standing on one of the adjacent trees. So you need to get over to that way to safely make it down the stairs and out onto the ground so you can make it to the memory tree. What would you guys like to do in this moment as the rest of your sort of party members are cowering behind you and staying back from the approaching imps?
How high up are we? Or we are
You're
elevated from this?
You guys are elevated from the ground by about 150 foot.
Okay. But this thing over here is
pretty much the same level. It's just wherever they can find the branches to hold
just over
up
there,
that
and it's
platform.
causing drama.
It seems to be waiting there, and any sort of god that gets close, it looks like it's just surrounded by just pieces of god and elvenkin, as the imps just create chaos amongst the trees.
I think Veda will yell, "Man the ballista!" Because there's one right here. And she will take out her longbow and fire a shot at that thing.
Okay. Cool. Since you're so far away, it's not taking notice, but I'd like you to roll initiative, and then I'd like you to do your sneak attacks.
Oh, this is where all of my good rolls are going, and
It's great. Okay, so we go in turn order of what you can do before this larger creature takes notice of you. So, Maurice, what would you like to do as you exit the tree trunk, exposing you to the elements out here?
You mean aside from more panicking?
Yep. Spend your entire turn panicking if you'd like.
I think just I'm gonna have to.
Oh God! Oh no! What is it?
And I'm gonna curl up in a little ball where I stand. But on the plus side, it's gonna increase my AC a little bit.
Okay.
As curling into a tiny feeble ball acts as a little bit of extra armor for me. Cast mage armor on myself.
Okay, let me add that for you. Mage armor. Cool. You can see as you've made down, you get up into the ball, your head of the smashing of the walls from above you as the divine creature reappears into that room and starts causing chaos. And pieces of wood start falling down around you from the upper floors. Any movement, or would you like to stay in that one position in your ball?
I'm already stood behind Veda, so I'm
Yes,
just kind of
cool.
carrying behind.
Oh, I wasn't made for this.
Cool. Venlee, what would you like to do? You may be muted.
Oh shit, it's me. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry. I was like, oh, it must be Kristen. Because names are similar.
Different V.
Yeah. I'm gonna run ahead to here and just shout, there's people on the other side that need us. Get to here, and then I'm gonna explode into loads of colours as I clap my hands together and disappear, and then the colours are gonna reform back on this side. I cast
Yeah.
Misty Step.
And you just appear on the other side, and just like a well of like awesome coloured leaves and magical kind of purples and pinks and that, and then sort of fade out of existence as you reappear over there, and the hope just reappears into the commoner's eyes around you.
And then I'll throw both my hands up, one towards this one and one towards this one.
Yeah.
The end. And there'll be a flash of purple come from one hand and a flash of red from the other as I cast Eldritch Blast on both.
Yeah.
Two.
Roll to
Killed
hit.
one. Was that?
Yeah, one just fainted.
How did that happen? I just killed it. Oh shit.
A 13 just hits. An impact. These will be adds, so we're going with adds rules, and 8 hit the dead. Okay. And just roll your 2 hit for the other one. Oh, for sure. Yeah. So you there appear at your higher level, like imps are not onto you. There's more of a distraction or like an obstacle to get past. So you see them and just thought they're attacking the commoners. You can't quite handle. Let's get them out the picture, and you shoot out. And the Eldritch Blast, you can see it draws the energy from the trees around you as you shoot your Eldritch Blast out. Would you like to describe how you kill them?
Yeah, so as the colours make impact with them, it will wrap around them and just sort of absorb them, and then flash of that light, that colour will just explode out and they're gone.
Yeah, like you can see, like faintly as the energy's absorbed from them, you just become like bone meal, and then explode in this beautiful blast of colour, providing the opportunity for one of these to start running out. But you can still hear there is more people inside of that tree, as another one is still trying to terrorize and get at them. Anything else? Cool.
No, that's everything. Movement, bonus, and action.
Veda, would you like to take your long shot?
Yes, I didn't even realize that these tiny little baby baddies were here. Crap. All right, I will, because that's what I said I was gonna do. There's one there too. Blah. Okay, yep, this guy. I gotta change my dice. I made them so dark. I am assuming an 11 misses.
It will miss, yeah. You see as you shoot it over this creature, just an even look at your bolt, and just catches it at the side of his head and snaps the bolt and throws it to the ground before turning slowly to walk towards you.
Yeah, so she draws her bowstring back, and then she has that realization that there are other enemies here, and she isn't quite as focused as she needs to be to take this shot. And as soon as she hears that creature grab the arrow, she will, I think, let me just measure, because I think he's still in range. Yep. Venlee, channel our ancestors, and she will give you a bardic inspiration as well.
You can see as sort of this wisps of like spectral energy come out of the trees and sort of walk into you, Venlee, and feel kind of imbued with some like external knowledge in this moment.
This ballista is new equipment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would she have any idea how to use it?
It seems to be pre-loaded, this one. All it take is a latch to release it. And it works the same as any other ballista. You'd be familiar with the operations. It's just more efficient than most of ballistas would be.
Okay. Mechanically speaking, 2 questions. One, it's preloaded, so that's just an action. It doesn't
action to load and an action to fire, unless in Lee's case you are the designer, which you can do both in one action.
Yep. But this one's preloaded, so it will just be one action.
Yeah.
Can I direct one of these people over there, these NPCs that are behind me? Do any of them look like they're capable of pulling a trigger?
Pulling a trigger, for sure. If you point the trigger out for them, which you'd know how to do it, you'd have to convince themselves to put themselves in danger and shoot something, though. So how would you like to do that? And then you can roll a charisma check. Or persuasion check, I guess.
Yeah, so I'll look at whichever one looks most capable.
An older lady and older gentleman, quite an angry younger lady, and then a gentleman who seems to have some kind of dress armor on.
He's a faker.
Probably, yeah. It's probably more of I can buy this armor to show off rather than actually happen.
All right, let me see. So this angry girl is within movement of that if she's a wood elf as well. So
yes.
I'll look at her. For our entire community, I need you. We need you. All of us need you. You have to act. You have to save the tree.
Persuasion check, please.
Persuasion.
Set the DC, my brains. Oh yeah, you pass it. Yeah, you're right. She'll run over and she'll make attempt to shoot at this creature. Using one of the bolts. And there she calls over, pulls it back. You can see it charges up with this energy that Venlee is infused with each of these things, and it instead of like throwing the bolt forward, a mini explosion of magic happens behind the bolt and shoots straight out at this creature.
Told you I was banking that 20 that I rolled.
So it's 30 plus 11 for 41 hit points on this creature as it goes to, he's spinning round and it's like an entire shoulder just explodes with blood and malice and looks like a big wound there, and it starts to slowly close over as if like he's made of the metal and the armor that he is wearing, but a large chunk of damage taken from whatever this creature is. Okay. And that'll be the end of your turn, Veda, unless you would like to move.
I would like to move, if you'll allow it, because I did direct her over and put her in danger. She will move to give her some sort of cover.
Lovely.
That's me.
Cool. Then, proper initiative. Maurice, your cover has moved. What would you like to do?
Follow my cover, kind of holding on to her.
You're like
holding
head
on to the
down,
hem
just
of her
holding
dress.
onto a belt, just running along with her.
I will. Let me just. Sorry, I didn't think to check how long this actually lasts. It doesn't. It's just if it's over 300 feet away. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to do that then. So I, panicking as I hunker behind her, start fertling around in my pockets and in my bags. Where is it? Where? Oh, I remember. And I'll pull out from one of the items from my hair. It will be a very small paperclip, and I'll manifest mind and summon my awakened spellbook, which, as far as anyone can see, takes on the form of let's just say it looks suspiciously like a paperclip character from a rather large IT company in the real world.
Clippy.
Well, maybe not. I don't want to get, and yeah, and I'll instruct Clippers to. I think he can move. How far can he move? He can move. Let's just manifest him 60 foot away from me. So let's manifest him here, please, somewhere in between where we are and where the enemies are.
Okay. I'll see what I have.
Yeah, I mean, just a little glowing light of some description would do the job. That is my bonus action. He should last indefinitely unless he goes further than a long way. It's like 600 feet away from me, I think. I'll check that in a second.
Cool.
And then I will have Clippy cast some magic missiles. I don't know why I'm getting him to do it, because it's 120 feet, but whatever. I'll get Clippy to cast some magic missiles, starting at the creature closest to us.
Yeah, okay. Roll to see if you hit it. And then give me a description of how it looks as well, coming from Clippy. It's auto hit magic missile, isn't
auto
it?
hit.
So
yeah, it's auto hit.
If you hit
damage.
any imps, they auto die because they are adds for this combat. So tell me if there's what imps you want to add, and if there's any going towards a large fiendish creature on the back.
Okay. I'm going to send one at this imp closest to us.
Yeah.
I think, do I get 3 or 4? 3.
Level 1 or first level you can
Yeah, just first level. So one at the closest one to us, and then one at the 2 here that I can see close to Venlee.
Awesome.
And as Clippy manifests, a little. They almost look like speech bubbles. Weird, and they start spinning and fly towards the imps.
Nice, and it takes them out. As one was approaching, that one got taken out first, and you scream a little bit as it explodes in front of you. And the other ones are flying over to the bridge to attack some of those commoners, and they are swiftly taken care of. Anything else, Maurice?
No, I'm good.
Cool. Then the fiendish creature is going to lift its arm up and point towards where that you guys shot it from, and looks towards the imps that are at the side. They're trying to whack this ballista to get it to shoot, and they manage to hit the right part, and it's going to shoot a bolt towards Maurice, Veda, and the commoner. That'll be an 11, which will, I think, totally miss all of you guys. Yeah, so it shoots the bolt, but it's definitely shooting in your direction as they try and find another bolt and try and put it back in. The other one reloads this ballista to go forward, and this creature is going to try Crown of Madness on Yeah, I think the girl was the one to do it, so wasted from my point of view. But what he'd do, he doesn't know the skills of this commoner. Crown of Madness on the commoner as they make a wisdom throw. Totally fails. You see as you turn around, Veda, like this, this girl who was once angry becomes docile, with arms down for its side, waiting for some kind of command from something. She stands there unresponsive as this creature, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, starts to walk across the bridge in your guys' direction. Venlee, what would you like to do?
Oh, I'm gonna have to move up. I'll move to there first using 20 feet. Yeah, I can see that they're there. So I'll move another 10 feet to sort of block him out. And oh shit, I didn't see that. Let me go back. So, right, I'll go start again. No, I've moved.
Okay.
So, I'll take opportunity attack from him. This one.
Okay. Cool.
As I rush past. Didn't even notice him as I was going.
Yeah, continue. I'll apply any damage if it misses. It's too preoccupied with the people on the inside. Just like this thing up, tries to strike out at you, but it's not too bothered.
So raise one hand up to the large thing in front of me as I turn back as well to say to the people I've just seen in there, make a quick exit, get to the others, and then realise that that one's there as well. So raise my other hand at that one. So I'll make one Eldritch Blast at the big guy and one at the small guy.
Okay. Who you doing first?
Big guy. I've got him targeted. I don't know if that makes a difference for you.
It doesn't. I'm doing the damage myself anyway.
So flash of green shoots towards him. 16.
16 misses. Sorry, are they?
Yeah, and then turn to the imp, and then there's a flash of orange as I raise my hand towards that thing. I just need to get this one for sure.
Misses.
Oh no!
As you are stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Is anything else you'd like to do, Venlee?
Quickly. I don't think there is. No, that's me.
Cool.
Let me just. Oh, bonus action. No, it's not going to play. Yeah, it's me. I'm done.
Cool. Veda, what would you like to do?
I am first going to. I am first going to take a big breath, and it looks like she begins to cry. And as she does, these leaves that are kind of attached to this face mask kind of thing that she has, one of them drops off, and as it goes down her cheek, she's going to stick out her tongue and she's going to consume it, chew it. And I am going to use my bonus action to determine the tail from my Tales from Beyond. So I need to roll. That was not a D20. Hold on one second. D20. 19. So a 19, the tail that I have just been given. Hello, little bird. Sorry, I feel like it's supposed to be a D20, but also it's only giving me 12 options. So maybe I read this wrong.
Which is the spell that you're trying to cast?
So it's a feature, Tales from Beyond.
Feature. Oh, okay. Cool.
And I have Spirit Tables. Okay, so maybe it's a D12 and not a D20. I'll roll a D12 instead.
Yeah.
8. Try again. Number 8
Tale of
is
Phantom.
Tale of the Phantom.
The target
I'll
becomes
put that in
invisible
there.
until the end of its
So-
next turn.
Yep, I don't tell the tale yet. I just have it within me right now, so I'll put that there. Great. All right, so I'm going to hold on to that. Quick survey. So I see this. Can you just please remind me of what's going on around? I can see the memory tree from here.
No. You know the way to it and the path, but you are above the trees within kind of the city. The memory tree is maybe a 5-minute run on the external vicinity of the city in the forest.
Okay. What is this thing that's down here?
That's Joe's paperclip.
Oh, okay. It doesn't look like a paperclip. Got it. Great. Okay. So I will, I think, also cast, I will cast Fairy Fire on this guy. So it's 60 feet. Let me just see how much I have to move in order to get it. Oh, just a jump to the left. Cool. So I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire over towards this dude.
Okay. Cool. It gets. Oh, need to select a target. And gains advantage because of magical resistance.
Oh no! I think you were wrong. I think it doesn't get, and it's also got like a -1 penalty for some reason. Dang it!
Does your bard not have cutting words or something like that?
No, does not. I don't. She's not that kind of bard. Okay. To use, is this an action? An action. All right. Well, ain't nothing else I can do right now, so I'll just stand here and look like it. Yeah, actually, you know what I can do? Both I and Maurice were hit in the other room, correct?
Yes.
I will reach back at Maurice and to hold my hand out like I'm going to stroke his arm, but instead of me, there's this energy that kind of reaches even further and caresses him. May our ancestors heal you, and I will cast Healing Word, but I get an extra thing when I do that. So Healing Word is a thing that I can do. And
Is that a action or bonus action? So you've done the tail and you've done Fairy Fire.
oh, that's right. I did the tail. Never mind. I don't do anything. I'm done.
As you go to wrap your spectral arm around me, I don't really like touching. Thank you. No, thank you.
Maurice, as you
No, she
step
doesn't say
away
that.
from her approach, what would you like to do? As at the top of the turn, a bunch of imps drop down from the upper levels, surrounding Venlee.
So having survived this long, I'm feeling a little more confident. And just, Clippers, I think it's time to initiate the firewall protocol. And I'll slam my staff on the floor, and 3 rays of fire will spew forth towards the big guy on the bridge. It is a 19 for the first one.
A 19 hits.
I assume it's a separate roll for all of them. I assume it is because it says that I can help a
Scorching
different
Ray,
target.
Yeah.
The second one's not good though. And then a 23. So 2 hits and a crit miss.
Yeah, you crit miss. You go to shoot and you hit the edge of the ballistic, just shattering the side of the ballistic. Is now unusable.
Oh no!
On your crit one, but roll your damage for the other 2.
Sorry, guys. That is 11 total.
You
11,
do
5
have a bardic inspiration.
Oh, I do have a bardic inspiration. I guess I can make it not a crit miss, can't I? So
you add it on
yeah,
top of the crit, so it's still a crit miss. Like you'd
It's
still
still
add
a
your
crit.
proficiency
Oh,
onto
it's
your
still a
natural
crit.
one. But
Yeah.
it's still a crit.
Yeah. No, I won't do that.
So it's 11. It is fire resistant, so it will take 6.
No. Excellent.
As you it shatters across its like chest, and then its armor seems to be resistant in a way to that fire.
Clippers, I don't think it's working.
I think do I have to use a bonus action to move him? I really should have. There's so much writing in this.
Wizards?
Yes, it is a bonus. It is a bonus action. So I will move Clippers around a bit as well, just so I can see what else is going on, because I can share his vision. I can move him 30 feet. So I'll just put him there.
Okay.
can't move him.
Mark it for me again, and I will.
I'm going to send him that way, somewhere over there.
30 feet. Cool. I'll make you owner and then drop a new version of him in.
Wonderful. Thank
So
you.
now you'll be able to click drag and
Awesome.
click on him to do your own thing. Okay. All on the Master of Cruelties turn. This imp's gonna start going in here and chow down on this guy's face as he is murdered. These imps are going to move in slightly towards you, Venlee, as you become surrounded by these creatures. These two are going to look down this way, and this thing, you meet its gaze, Venlee, and it is going to cast Dominate Person on you. Could I get a save, please? Wisdom 17 buttons in the chat. And if it succeeds, you'll be under its total control for any foregoing.
Of course, I'm gonna fail it.
Hold before and
Okay, go on.
I'm just trying to. It's a new spell to me.
Reaction?
Yeah, it's a reaction. So it's silvery barbs. I just am trying to figure out.
You can give me advantage on my roll.
Okay, I would like to do that.
No. If this is a charm spell, we have Fey ancestry, so I have advantage on being charmed anyway. If that is a charm spell.
Yeah, it is a
it
charm
does say
spell.
be charmed.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
advantage. And I might use my
22.
Okay.
Tries to dominate you. You fall to one knee trying to resist it, and as you break out of it, and within doing so, it gives a nod, and these imps will each make an attack at you as your will is too strong for him to control you. That'll be 1, 2, we say 4 sting attacks at you, and I'll just roll them until one hit. What am I trying to be here? 15.
Yeah, 15.
Cool.
It's not a high. No, there we go.
Okay, it's 1. Natural 1, you can attack 1 if you roll it dies, or if you hit it dies. So
Yeah.
just a 1 hit you, and then a Constitution save as well, please.
Bam!
So 4 piercing.
So this one.
Yeah, or get poison damage. Yeah, you're taking the poison damage as well, sorry. So the 4 piercing, and then 10 poison.
14 total.
Yes.
Okay,
Unless you are resistant in any way. These imps over here, one preloaded last turn, so he's going to take another shot in Veda's direction. Let's see, it's got 6 bolts left in there. It's almost a 14, about 12 will miss as a bolt flies over in your direction again, Veda, trying to suppress you, not allowing you to cross that bridge. Venlee, what would you like to do? You are surrounded currently.
Yeah, I'm surrounded. I don't know what else I can do. Because I really want to save these people. 60-foot cone. How do I get the cone thing up on for measuring? Is it
So the little like arrow, the little rectangle corner thing, and then you got a cone thing in there, so you got pull from your position out.
Oh yeah, see it, and then
Okay. HB.
yeah, I think.
Would you like to remain there? Because from that position, you're kind of only getting.
No.
Oh, you get
I'm
to do
dead.
it from a position. That's good.
No, I'm gonna move. I'm not.
Okay, I'll start rolling opportunity attacks.
So they're dead anyway. Yep, I'm gonna move. I can't move on the wrong thing. That way.
I'll roll 3 and
Oh
then
yeah,
let's see how many of them hit.
I got 2 hit.
2 of them hit.
Con saves as well. Is it?
Yeah, it will be. So that's 12 so far, plus an additional.
Can't roll for shit on these con saves.
You saved the second one. So 12 plus 15, so 17 points of damage, please.
Oh
And
my god!
as you run your way over to there, out of the way, they all of them die. Because they're in the vicinity of this creature, that's 15, 30, 60, 75, 80, 90 temporary hit points put on to this thing as all their life essence is drawn from them on death and given to the Master of Cruelties as temporary HP.
Don't like that one bit.
But roll your damage.
9-0.
9-0.
So I'm going
9-0.
that way with it. So I think it gets all. Yeah, it gets all of them, and him as well.
Yeah. So roll the damage for him. They'll die instantly from being within there. Anyway. Because I think even on a half, they're totally fucked. So and a 35 cold.
Yeah, I run back. They're sort of trying to dodge these attacks, but obviously getting stung in the process because there's just that many. And then I bring my mace up and crash it into the ground as this wave of frost just flies forward towards everything in that path.
Yeah, and all them are frozen, and as the sort of the ice cloud begins to settle, you can see the armor of this creature is just like taking the most of that, seems resistant to the cold damage as well, and is absorbing the life essence of all its foes that have died around it.
It's gonna look a little bit defeated, but he's nonetheless gonna stay up and try and do his best. But that's everything I can do.
Cool. Veda.
Can't get rid of the template.
I'll do it, don't worry.
Okay, cheers.
Real problems happening over there, Veda. What would you like to do?
Cry about it. I would. I would like to reach into the back of my hair. So it's lightly branchy here, and then in the back, kind of in this braid, she's got a thicker branch with a bigger, more sturdy leaf on it, and she's going to take it and she's going to thread it through her bow, and she's going to unleash it, and this is going to be she's going to cast synaptic static. So this branch specifically has all of the anger and the hurt, those kind of tumultuous emotions from the tree, as she casts it towards this creature. Please hit.
Got this.
Oh, it's not. There it is. Okay. It has to make An intelligence save.
Intel. Yeah.
And as a reaction, I'm gonna use silvery barbs.
Cool. That should have been with advantage because it's a spell as well. But it'll re-roll and it has to take the re-roll. Correct.
Mm-hmm. God damn
24.
it, Jason.
It's not me. I'm not rolling. It's
Sorry. So it still takes some damage.
Yep.
It'll take half damage.
Mm-hmm. And that is psychic. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems to take the full amount of the psychic damage, although the most of the energy transference from its dead comrades took that blow.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Nope, that's it. I think there's nothing else I can do at this moment. I will. Ooh, actually, no. Nope, I can't because that's full action. Dang it. Venlee, come towards me. That's it.
Cool. Maurice.
Actually, maybe I'll move a little bit to make that job easier for him.
Cool. I'll give you movement on your turn.
Yeah.
You should be able to move yourself now.
Okay, thank you.
This lady starts screaming past you, running away from a big wall of cold. Maurice, what would you like to do? As you see the rest of the commoners kind of retreating in your guys' direction.
I don't think the firewall is having the desired effect, Clippers. But we might need to try and crash its system.
And I'll do the same again, but this time I will use my what's it called? Awaken Spellbook to replace the fire damage instead with psychic damage.
Psychic damage. Okay. Yeah. Using the information that has been handed to you from the previous attacks, you change your spell's damage. Definitely going to hit. Let's roll damage.
I'll take Bardic Inspiration on that 15 before you
15.
tell me whether it.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that misses, and I'll
add
the 8.
Yeah. Roll the Bardic.
Yeah.
Cool. Putting it to 20, and then you got one more.
And then one more. Yeah. Go on, roll over. Yeah.
Dang.
22.
Okay. Yeah. All 3 hit. Be all psychic damage, which you know it's not resistant to. Tell me how you do it.
8 plus
So 8, 16. Yeah.
Plus 9. 25 total.
Nice. Which brings it down to only 25 temporary hit points. Anything else, Maurice?
I think the only other thing I need to do is continue to move Clippers around the edge of here, just make sure that there's nothing else hiding or anything. If possible, can I get vision on that, or can I get a description of what I see on the other side of that?
It seems to be just commoners that are cowering behind that bulk of that tree.
Cool. Okay, so there are people, but nothing to worry about. Wonderful. Thank you. That's me then.
Cool. Let's move on to this creature then. This creature number 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Run up to you, Venlee. It's going to make an attack with the spear as it summons this flesh. Starts to make this long spear with this metal-tipped end filled with like dragon's teeth and pointed fangs across it, and it's going to swipe in your direction, Venlee. Gets to do this multiple times, but I'll see how you react to this first one. 18 is going to hit you.
No. I'm gonna shield. Fuck it. I know it's a waste of a spell slot, but I need to stay alive.
Yeah, cool. So you
so as soon as his spear starts coming towards me, there's just gonna be like a steam of these colours that flow up and sort of obscure his view. So rather than the shield coming up and physically stopping it, it's just going to make it extremely hard for him to see me. So as he plunges it in, he doesn't know where I am.
Yeah, so it goes in. You see it pass you while you're in this, and it like nearly cuts across your chest as it's pulled back out. This creature's not dumb; it's gonna fucking slice up with the commoners at your side. Instead, absolutely just slicing through one of them and gaining its temporary hit points and advantage on attack for its next turn. So. So reset, so it's only got 15 from one death turn, but it'll still get the advantage on its attacks and ability saves. Venlee.
I feel like such a coward now. I let that happen.
What kind of council member are you, mate?
I thought it would go ham on me, but it's fine. So I grip my mace tight, and then I just swing it as hard as I can. Not before slapping it with my free hand, and
It's
as I
across
make
the cheek,
contact,
backhand it.
yeah, no, as I catch it, I leave a mark on it, and it's a small white rabbit. I'm casting Hexblade's Curse on it.
Oh, lovely.
So I'm going to show it.
You go chasing rabbits.
I just need a 19.
20's gonna hit.
It does hit.
20 hits, yeah.
Oh, thank God. I was like, shit, I should have checked first.
9.
I hope I get a 19 because I crit on a 19.
Damage.
17.
17 misses.
Use my D8 inspiration.
Yeah, go on.
Yes.
Yeah, it puts it high enough. For another 9. Okay, so the energy that is absorbed from killing that comma is shattered across as you break through that temporary shield it had, leaving only itself to target.
That's me. That's all I can do.
Awesome. Veda.
Ooh. I'm trying to run through mechanically what's my best choice right now. I think, yeah. I will use that tail that I recalled earlier. Scrolling back to try and find what it was.
It's Tail of the Phantom.
Yes, and it makes a target invisible. I'm just trying to figure out what that...
Yeah.
Doesn't say.
The Phantom, the target becomes invisible till the end of its next turn, or until
I'm just trying to figure out.
If the target hits a creature with an attack during this ability, the creature hits takes necrotic damage equal to the roll of your bardic inspiration die and is frightened of the target until the end. Cool. Who's your target?
So my target is going to be Venlee. But as I do that, I'm gonna simultaneously do a couple of things. So I'm going to have my eyes flash again, and as I do, I'm going to take one of those branches and I'm going to blow it over to him. I'm going to cast Healing Word as a bonus action on him, but I am also going to, once this energy from this branch kind of dissipates and then washes over him in Healing Word, the whispers will start to tell him this tale, and he'll just phase out of visual.
Yeah. So roll the heal then for Lee, and I'll turn you invisible, Lee.
Yes.
In the meantime.
And then I need to figure out what my extra is for the healing. But
Maurice should be coming up next.
I will cast it. I will cast it at 2nd level. And
noise.
I'll just write in chat whatever that extra is because I'm going to have to scroll through my stuffs.
Cool. You can add that when you get it for him. Any movement before the end of your turn?
That's an extra d6. Which is a whole extra one. I think I'm going to move back towards this thing and try and get this girl out of the way so I can try and reload it since she's not. That might be our better bet at this point. Yeah. Wherever I need to be to reload that.
That is destroyed. Maurice blasted it.
This one? Oh, crap.
Yeah. You guys,
Well.
it's nat 1, yeah.
Oh, with his nat 1.
Sorry.
She'll move over and then remember and then look back at
Look back, I'm like, you gotta fix this. Oh, mind. If only the engineer was close enough.
We need a work order for this.
If that's everything, then I will I'll go over to Maurice and I'll move some of the commoners around as this happens. Go on, Maurice. What would you like to do?
I'm just contemplating. Where's Venlee?
He's invisible.
Invisible.
He is.
Well, that's really
Got turned invisible.
that's really
You know where he was.
unfortunate. Yeah, I can't remember where he was. Don't be ridiculous.
He was
busy trying not to
here.
die.
Yeah, I figure he was somewhere near there.
It was a targeted spell that you might need to be able to have vision.
No, I'm gonna. Okay. Do you know what? It doesn't even do. It's fine. It doesn't. The thing I was going to do doesn't do a huge amount of damage compared to what I was doing anyway. Given that Scorching Ray with psychic stuff seemed to work, I'm just going to do the same again. Yeah, I'll just do the same again. 3 more of those, all with except that one's not going to hit.
First one
And neither's that. And that one's definitely not going to miss. Not going to hit. So I guess I'm.
Yeah, you got things, Caesar, but it's cottoned on to like what you're doing now with that psychic damage. It pulls up the body, like half of the body that is sliced in half before, and holds that up in front of your Scorching Rays, and it just incinerates the body of the commoner that it slayed.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Cool. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Then at the beginning of the day, you see the commoners that tried to run past and get out of the way have become frightened and are frozen still at the sight of this thing. This thing's got true sight, so we'll see you through your invisibility. Unfortunately, Venlee, up to 120 feet.
I'm sorry.
It is going to. Going to try and slice down on you and see what I can do. So let's go with 1 and then see if you do any kind of shield again, because it will change its tactic.
I've got no spell slots. Warlock.
Great. It's doing it one-handed. It believes you got 2 beneath it to be wheeling both hands at you, so that'll be 12 damage on you.
Can I can't. It doesn't even make sense. You've got a pitiful armor class like me, right?
Yep.
And 19 on the second one.
Yeah, that hits.
Damage. Another 10.
Why didn't I go cleric?
Oh, damn it. Some reason you might be able to get back up somehow, maybe. Who knows? But Venlee, it sees you. You're still invisible to everyone else, but it sees you and it has stricken you twice. You will still gain the necrotic bonus damage if you are to hit this thing from the bardic dice.
I'm
from,
gonna
Veda.
swing twice at it as the mace glows purple. Take a swing at it and see what happens.
Okay. As you reappear mid-swing, it's going to try and thrust its spear into your abdomen. With your nat one there.
Can I use silvery barbs on him?
To give me advantage.
Yeah, on you.
Yeah, you can make him roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, do
Yeah.
that then, and we'll see if it's
Can't roll
another
any
natural
lower,
one.
can
No, you can't. At least it's not a natural one, but the 15 won't hit, and it won't take that. So you see, you come out of invisibility, this is thrusting in, instead of maintaining the attack, because you know the spear is about to go straight through you. You knock the spear out the way instead, like milliseconds before it penetrates you. Second attack will hit, though, as it throws its arm to the side, tries to bring it back, you try and crack it in between the shoulder and the head. Roll your damage.
I just need to put down additional 4. What was the one from the necrotic damage?
It's a D8. We use the
A
Bardic
D8.
Inspiration die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D8 plus.
Is that on the first attack, though? Or is that on every attack once it comes out of?
If the target hits a creature during an attack with this invisibility, so
You're already out of invisibility, so it won't be taking the D8 on top of
Damn.
that.
Course,
So I'll
Mhm.
take
really high on
5
that.
off
5.
that. So that is
13 total.
13, yeah. Cool, and you smack it in to its in between its neck, and it breaks its neck slightly and then snaps it back into place to look at you. Venlee, would you like to take any movement? It's
Nope.
already used its reaction. You know that. Feel like it's
No,
attacking
I gotta stay here. In fact, I'm gonna move over that way to protect these.
oh,
Come closer, guys.
Veda.
she reaches down on her hip and gets this long curved horn and blows into it. And calls forth some of her ancestors for help as she uses her Horn of Valhalla.
How many warriors will I have here?
You will have.
It's at least 2, or at least 3.
Yeah. Features inventory, Horn of Valhalla.
It's a D6 or D4?
2d4 plus 2.
Cool. So at least 4. And then. Oh, it's a 2 on each other. You got 6 in total. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
These 6 elven spirit warriors come out of the horn. The ghost appears start to manifest in sort of reality and take physical form. Would you like them to surround this creature?
I would absolutely love them to surround that creature, please.
Yes. As they all. You with your brethren, Venlee, as these knights of old all appear from the horn and help fight with this creature. Do they take their turn on your turn? Or do they have...
They use the statistics of this. Once you use the horn, it can't be used again. I don't know. Let me see if it says it. It would be helpful information for them to have in there. For types.
we'd say that they use it, it's on your turn, and then I think it makes it simple. They act on your turn then. So I'll roll through these. They can each attack with their scimitars, and I'll roll this 6 times and see what's happening. Maurice will be coming up soon.
Okay.
Unless there's any movement from yourself or bonus actions. Okay.
bonus action, I'm going to again try and tell Venlee to come towards me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will move in over here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Sorry, I had physical dice out to do this too for you. I'm
That's
sorry.
all right. They start attacking this fiend and chopping into it, surrounding it to give some backup to Venlee.
And I will whisper to Venlee, "Stay strong, I believe in you," and give him another bardic inspiration.
Cool. Bardic Inspo D8. Cool. Maurice.
How risky am I feeling? No, I'm not feeling that risky. I am going to make. Clippers, maybe a different kind of firewall is what we need here. And I will slam my staff down and then sweep it from left to right. And as I do so, a wall of psychic energy, thanks to my awakened thing, is going to arise. I'm going to make it a wall, not a ring, and I'm going to make it go from kind of here that way.
Okay.
Making the north side of it, because I have to define one side of the wall that does damage.
Yeah.
So I'll define the north side of the wall. I'm trying to make it so that this thing is affected, but all the people surrounding it, as many of them as possible, aren't.
Okay.
Where's the spell slot? There it is. So yeah, he will need to
Dex save, is it?
make a dex save. And it's psychic damage, not fire damage. Yeah, he fails. Hooray.
Nice.
So he will take 21 psychic damage.
Cool. Nice. I'll roll a dex save for this one. Elven Spirit. That's about to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Dex save. It's been a 16. Oh yeah, he's fine.
And yeah, if he... Wonderful. And if he ends his turn there, he'll do it again.
Ends his turn, yeah, cool. Is that everything on your turn then, Maurice?
I may as well keep sending Clippers around on his little scouting mission. But other than that,
okay.
yeah, other than that,
around. Awesome. Then this thing it's feeling okay, but he knows that you're like on your last legs there, Venlee. So he's going to try and take you out to give himself the additional buff from your life essence. So he's going to try and attack you twice, or at least once, and see what happens from there. 18 for 10.
I'm still up.
He's still up. Okay, then he's gonna swing in again. You won't die. He's gonna use 2 hands to stab into you now and see if he can finally take you out here.
Yep.
13. Yeah, you go down. Death saving throw. As he gains his 10 HP. No. I didn't even roll with advantage on the first step. Doesn't matter. Don't need it.
There it is, the ticks, isn't it? That one. I did it blind because I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's me.
And he's got his 10 hit points. Cool. Veda.
Mm. God damn it. Oh, she's gonna. She's gonna run over. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Excuse me, ancestors. She's going to grab Venlee's hand.
Yeah.
And she is going to cast Dimension Door and get him the heck out of Dodge. So let's see. Dimension Door gives me a lot of places I can go. I think I would like to teleport us here to give him cover, because I believe behind here will make it so he's completely covered. From this guy, yeah.
Yep.
And I don't think.
Joe, I still need the damage as well from the wall, because it ended its turn in the space.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do anything else because my bonus action is this level spell, right?
Yeah. You can cantrip.
Yeah. Can I look at his body and see if he has any potions on him?
Yeah, you can look at his body. He does not have any potions on him, but
okay. Then I will, I guess, just because it's all I can do is it can't. It's not a bonus action. Nothing. Nothing.
Cool.
He has. Oh, don't roll all of your stuff private because you have a bardic inspiration that you can add to your death saves.
I think Lee still gets to see him. Okay, fair enough.
Damn it. I will move back out so I have visual on this thing. As long as he is completely obscured from it, I will move back out.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
The dragon, just let it.
And then I will roll. I have how many of them still up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are all 6 of them still up?
Yes.
Okay, it's a +5 for all of them.
Yeah, having a connection with your tree and that though. Just remember, you can. I'm totally open for you to rule the cool if you want to try something to use the spirit energy in order to heal somebody or do something cool with them.
I would love that. So can we say that I reach out my hand and I kind of do a yanking motion, and as I do that I will take this elven warrior
take one of them,
and I will take all of its life force and push it into him. So whatever hit points that thing has. So
we'll go with your bardic inspiration for each one.
Okay.
So you can roll that and then go with whatever the point is. So you reach out using your connection with the dead and the afterlife. You pull from that spirit energy who's willingly but painfully pulled towards you and then imbued life back in to Venlee.
Cool.
So cough off blood. The wounds in your chest still open and gaping, Venlee, but you are alive at least and prone.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I rolled a nat 1 on one of them. 19 plus 5 is 23, a 15, an 11, and a 16. How many of those hit?
One of those hit.
One. And it's a d6? Plus 3. 5 plus 3, 8 damage.
8 damage. Yeah, it stabs one and the others slice into it, and it drops the one naval, pushes itself back up with its spear, and that'll end your turn. Maurice, what would you like to do?
Now that I'm concentrating pretty hard on keeping that war going, I think I'm going to have to go back to just sending out some. Oh, how many spell slots I've got? Yeah, I'll twiddle my fingers as I did once before in the room back there, and frost will start to accumulate on my fingertips, and then a thought will hit me, or maybe even clippers will hit me, and I'll conjugate them into well, you'll see the ice melt and form into little psychic ripples instead, and I'll blast off a ray of frost at the big dude. For a it's okay. That's a good one, not
Lovely.
a bad one.
Yeah, so one of them's a crit.
Lovely.
As it like spins from this ice into this psychical purple octarine coloured damage. So that's a total of 20 for the first hit. Lovely. As its chest explodes and is trying to like pull itself back in together, but its chest is completely opened and exposed for your next 2 shots.
It's a rare frost this time, so it's only the one. I ran out of spell slots for the other.
Cool.
But his movement is also reduced by 10 feet. Not that that makes too much difference at this point.
Cool. Then it will. It's gonna make. Oh, it's gonna see. After that, it's going to pull itself up with its spear, and it's going to launch it at you, Maurice. So you're trying to break your concentration on that wall. You are 60 foot away from it ish, so it will be disadvantage. Yeah. As it throws it towards you, disadvantage. It's 13 with this, is a miss.
Hooray.
And then it summons another one, and it's going to try and it's going to go for one of the feared commoners to gain some kind of shield while it tries to repair itself. Yeah, you did. That'll be it then. We have Venlee. What would you like to do?
It needs to take some wall damage as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it
takes the wall damage. Yeah, roll the damage for me.
Oh, it's a big one.
It's 15 temp plus 7 of its natural. So, Joe, how would you like to do this?
Yeah. As my previous attack opens it up, it allows the psychic energy to start seep from the wall, start seeping into its gaping maw in its chest. And I see this happening, so I start to break concentration and allow all of the energy in the entire length of the wall to essentially get sucked into its chest.
Nice.
And just fill it with a huge blast of psychic energy.
Yeah, as it does, like it spins this creature down, just at the drawing force of it, and it gathers into his chest. As it turns around, everything seems to go silent for a moment, and then explodes outwards as chunks of this creature start like lining the walls of these trees, bringing us to the end of that combat.
That little white rabbit's gonna run off and towards me after it dies, and I'm gonna regain 13 hit points. My hexblade thing.
Awesome. So as you get to your feet, Venlee, as your white rabbit pounces over to you, healing you a bit, you realise that maybe the forces that are attacking you are more than your party gear is able to withstand. So between here and making your way to the Tree of Memories, you have gathered some of your supplies, giving you 3 greater potions of healing. And you have adorned your armor of chainmail, which was left on its stand for the party, and mounted a shield onto your arm before making your way over to the Tree of Memories.
Question, please.
Yeah.
I don't know what your rules for right now are for short rest.
15 minutes. It would have taken him at least that long to put his armor on and equip his
While
shield.
we are doing that, I would like to gather my elven warriors, and we would all like to get out our flutes
Penises.
and start playing songs. Whatever kind of flute they need to get out to play, it doesn't matter. As long as it makes music and I can do my thing, it's fine. But I would like to play a song of rest.
Okay. How long do your warriors last for?
An hour.
An hour. Okay, so they're going to be there at the start of the next combat as well. So I'll try.
What did your rest do? Sorry.
Gives us extra on our healing.
We're doing a short rest. And at the end of the short rest, by spending one or more hit die, you also regain an extra 1d8 hit points because of my beautiful music.
I've spent at least one, so I'll get that 1d8 out of the way. Well, that was low. Cool.
Short rest.
Okay. You guys adding them on yourselves and stuff? I think I should auto add them, but just in case it's not. Okay.
Oh, it's.
I get my hex blade back.
Might as well do another one.
Sorry, Lee, you're running into limitations of your warlock there?
No, fine, mate.
No, you're good.
Everything's back now. It's like a new day, mate. Short rest is a new day for a warlock.
Yeah, it's like a whole 8 hour sleep, then, isn't it?
15 minutes, mate. I'll sleep.
What's that? They're all 4 in total. They're fitted.
And you all rolled up. You rolled out.
4 in total, but
unleash something disgusting in this fight.
Disgusting.
On my HP, Joe. Oh, there you go. You're full. You're good. Maurice.
yeah. I was in the middle of adjusting.
Cool.
There's another thing as well. I can recover spell slots, can't I? Arcane recovery. Expended spell slots up to a level of 5. Okay, cool. That's handy.
Cool. As you equip your new equipment and gather your great potions of healing, you make your way over with your summoned troops to the Tree of Memories. As the warriors get closer, they become to glow brighter as they get closer to their source of energy. As you arrive there, the butler of what you once known as Alister is holding somebody, one of the guards, by the neck, who you recognise as one of the guardians of the tree. You know them very well. You know them and their family, and they volunteered to guard this tree while the rest of you went to your party. He has his neck snapped in front of you as his body falls limp to the ground, and then this demonic creature is lifting arms up as he starts to draw energy and memories from the tree. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to attack.
Okay.
I think we're just charging in. I don't think there's any... Well, I look to the rest of the other two. We need to stop him. This can't be good.
Before I do anything damage-wise, I'm going to see the tree, and my eyes are going to flash again. And 3, the kind of like spectral images are going to come out of the tree and swirl around me. And then as they do, they take my image and they stand beside me. One of my features gives me a bonus spell, and I will be casting Mirror Image on myself.
Mirror image. There you go. You can feel within you, Veda, as this thing is drawing the memories from the tree. Your body also becomes weaker and weaker, and you can feel the memories getting lost as it is drawing the power from this tree, and the power is seemingly increasing this being's sort of energy and strength as they do so as well. So not only is it feeding on those valued memories and information and knowledge, it seems to be feeding it in a much more powerful way. So it seems to also be draining the life essence from the magic within this tree. Maurice, you're the first one to act. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go big straight off the bat. I'm going to point at the butler and...
Stop! You can't do that. You mustn't. It's very dangerous to do that, and all the memories might be lost. And it's very complicated, you know. And I'll start explaining exactly why it is complicated, and hopefully he'll be so baffled by this that it might cause him a bit of discomfort and harm, in the form of a synaptic static. So can he make a intelligence saving throw, please?
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's not going to be
It fails.
good for me. Oh, boo! That's a shame.
It also has magic resistance as you cast that, which you will learn.
Still takes half the damage, which is good.
Okay.
That's the worst roll.
There's too many ones.
So I guess 13. Psychic damage.
13. Psychic. Cool.
Yeah, I guess I was mumbling too much for him to really hear what I was saying. That's me. I should still have
the crackling of energy as it enters its hands, just overshadowing what you're trying to say, but the damage is there. Peter, one moment, I'll be with you shortly. As he goes, you can hear the crackling, and he's going to just from proximity, a lightning bolt into your guys' direction. I will roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a D8, and determine who this bolt is going to be at. It's going to be at the end ghost over here.
I don't know what the modifier is on it, but 8 is what I rolled. Garbage.
8, and it's a dex save plus 3, yeah, so he's going to fail and take a bunch of damage. $20. Still standing. The power from being close to this tree shields him slightly as he stands back up, ready to fight. Venlee, what would you like to do?
I'm going to look at him and say, I'm not going to fail this time. And then throw one hand towards him as the white rabbit runs out and then stamps onto him. So he's tied by Hexford's curse. And then I'm going to just charge at him with my mace drawn. It's glowing pink this time. I'm going to see what we do.
But my boy, you've already lost. Catches your mace swing. Yeah, you'll have to try harder than that. But if you wish, I can deal with you first. And turns around to meet your gaze.
Orange.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so close to it.
Nice. You whack him back in and go, tickle slightly.
It's going to do more than tickle. And as it gets, makes contact and I can feel that it's hit him, not only is it going to do 9 damage, but it's going to explode out in the flash of orange as I use Eldritch Smite.
Cool. It is resistant to physical, so it'll take half of the initial.
My normal one's a magical.
Oh, magical. Awesome. Fantastic. Then it will take
and
full.
And it takes 68 radiant damage.
I thought you said 68. I was like, what?
Yes, you heard that right. He takes 68 damage, and it kills him.
Cool.
And
let me just add a 0 onto this guy's HP then.
As the flash of orange blasts out in front of him, this will also knock him prone. No save.
Nice. Okay. Prone, you go in. Nice. Is it some kind of speech you say as you swing this in at him, full on anime style, overcome a thing because of your friend standing behind you?
Yeah, I think as I look at him and it makes contact and flashes out, I'll just say, you don't need to underestimate me. I've got my friends behind me, and close to the tree, I'm more powerful than you. And just fucking
Yeah,
boom,
and
and
you
his
like
arm.
swing that mace down, and then this like spiritual energy just explodes out as the dust settles and clears. Tree untouched, but him just covered in like burned scars and soot, and like just everything about it just seems like roughed up, horns slightly cracked as he's down on a knee, hands on the ground, and slowly starts to bring himself back up after that huge smite.
Yeah,
Anything
that's
else,
all.
then?
No,
Cool.
no, that's it.
Veda, you and your militants.
Would you please just remind me, does being prone affect your ability to make any kind of save? Like
So being
a dex save?
prone makes disadvantage on ranged attacks. The creature itself has disadvantage to attack those around it, and it can crawl. I've got it here. Attack roll against creature. So if you're within 5 feet and it's prone, you gain advantage of the attack. So if your soldiers don't want to use their longbow and would like to go up and use their scimitar, they would each gain advantage on their attacks.
I just didn't know if it affected its ability to make a dex save or anything like that because it was on the ground.
No, it's no
I
disadvantage
will.
on dex.
I will attempt to not. I don't. Does this thing look particularly dexterous, or does it look like it's a lumbering kind of thing?
No, it looks pretty dexterous. It's like pretty muscly and can probably jump out of the way pretty swiftly if it needed to.
I don't like this.
Don't like this one bit.
I also assume that this thing she would recognize as probably having those sort of mechanically I don't remember what it's called, but like the advantage on saves against magic and stuff like that, like the other thing did.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to I don't know. I'm going to try, and I'm going to hope it sucks. I'm going to attempt to cast Rolithim's Psychic Lance again. This time it's going to look a little different because I'm by the tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bow and I'm going to grab one of those leaves on the branches from my hair, and I'm going to shoot it directly at the tree. And as I shoot it at the tree, it's going to unleash this beam of angry kind of memories and spirits into this guy if I hit. So he needs to make an intelligence save.
Yeah. Disadvantage, advantage. 19.
And he makes it. He will still take half damage though.
He got 10 half now, so 14 points of damage. Cool.
As those spirits kind of circle around him, some of them are pushed away by his power, but some of them are able to infiltrate into his ear holes, and he crackles a little bit with that energy that's kind of beating him up on the inside, but I'm sure he doesn't give a shit. And then over to our frontliner. With confidence, you have our ancestors behind you, and I will give him bardic inspiration as I send these elven warriors in to go attack it. So this is 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they will all have advantage.
Yeah, so it'd be 10 rolls.
All right, so 1. That's a shit. First guy, what is that? A +5 is a 12 to hit.
Okay, are you looking to beat a 17 or higher?
Yeah. Second guy misses. Third guy misses. Holy shit, Kristen. Fourth guy misses. Oh, the fifth guy's gonna hit. So the fifth guy will hit for 9 points of damage.
Okay, 9 points.
I'd like to flavor it as the closer to this tree they get, they are trying their best to do what I've directed them to do, but the tree is trying to pull them back in because that's where they came from.
Yeah, they're currently
so they're trying to fight
tree.
against the tree.
Awesome. And as they all charge,
so it's probably this guy who's farthest away who's able to hit.
Yeah, he swings in, cracks it across the face as he's trying to pull himself off and turns to it. The others are trying to fight, but trying to like hold him down, and they're pushing their shields onto him. But like you can see, like they're being pulled in, like his energy is leaving them and being pulled back into the tree. As we end Veda's turn there. Or would you? Yeah. Cool.
Yep, just making clear that I did give Venlee a bardic inspiration.
Yeah, that is still on him from the previous fight. So, Maurice, what would you like to do?
What would I like to do?
I came here to drink milk and kick ass, and I've just finished my milk.
And with that, hopefully that lashing insult at him, sort of, will cause him some dismay more than the last one. Can you make another intelligence saving throw?
Sure, let's see.
I doubt it's going to hit, but you never know.
It's 19.
Oh, if he didn't have advantage, God, shucks and dollies.
Because I'm useless everywhere else, I would like to cast Silvery Barbs and have him roll it one more time.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the way.
Normal saving throw, see what it gets.
Yeah!
So he tries to lift his hand up. You do silvery bars that encourages your things to push the shield further down onto him, breaking his concentration to try and withhold that spell. And you pierce his mind slightly to deal 5. So.
Oh, the damage is terrible, but the big reason I wanted to do this is he can't take a reaction on his next turn until the end of his next turn. And he now, on his next turn, has to choose whether he's going to move, take 1 action, or take 1 bonus. He can't do. He can only do 1 of the 3.
Okay, interesting. Cool. Then let's go to his turn. He is going to. So we can only take 1 action, 1
Basically
bonus,
only do 1
or
thing.
Movement. Okay, so he's got 1 thing to do. He's going to reach a hand out towards Venlee, grab you across the Venlee in your chest, and do an electrified touch on you, if he can touch you. He is still prone. He's remained on the floor. He's just reaching out. 13 is not going to hit you. So he tries to reach out, and the spirits push him back in to help defend you. The living, these are like your ancestors, Venlee. Some of them maybe even memories of family members, but they will not let this fiend touch you as he's pushed back down into his kneeling position. What would you like to do?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to take 2 swings at him. So the mace begins to glow purple again, like flashing. Raise it above my head and just bring it down on him, seeing as he's still flat there.
Yeah.
Oh! I crit because
19's a crit. Yeah.
So situational, so plus 68 plus 4. So add in another Eldritch Smite.
Okay.
So that's the normal damage from it.
Yeah.
And then it's... I need a calculator. It's too many numbers.
Too many cucumbers. Too many cucumbers.
Way too many, mate. 6 times.
Cucumbers.
Yeah, 6 times.
6 times what?
6 times
48.
48.
48 plus 6
Yeah,
plus.
54.
54.
Yeah, I don't add the.
Mate, there's no way. You're already above it. How do you do this?
Fucking hell. Oh, only scared with my other one. Yeah, so with it flashing that purple, I just bring it down, staring him dead in the eye as it just caves his face right in and sort of crumpling his body even more as he's on the floor. And then I just, with the momentum of dragging him, I'm going to pull him away from the tree and flick him sort of like behind me that way.
Yeah, as you whack him and then just grab him, like his face just like caves in, throw him, and he just falls like a piece of shit into the ground and just skids across it. As you see the warriors stand up in a moment and allow themselves to fade into the tree. Seems like the immediate danger of having all the collective knowledge of the Wood Elves has been saved today. It was an attempt by a lesser demon, but you did not keep them around long enough to find out who they might have been sent here from. There's a nagging feeling at the back of your minds that if Alister, his trusted butler, has been infiltrated, who else within the court and within the higher reaches of the elven societies may also be not who they appear to be.
Can I? So, I know we're reaching the end, but for story purposes, can I run up to the tree and kind of rest my face on it, and as it does, these leaves that are kind of growing out of my face extend and connect, same with the ones in my hair, to this tree. I would like to impart some of the knowledge of what just happened personally into this tree, but I would also like to speak to the tree of this specific being, and see if there is anything in there about, we have different memories in here, anything in there that would help the collective try and put together pieces of the puzzle to figuring out who this is, or potentially who else is infiltrated, anything like that. Over the next day, I will come back and cast legend lore to try and figure out more about it. But I just want to put the intentions into the tree so the collective memory can start to ruminate on that.
Yeah, so during those 2 days while you're waiting, you do find original Alister's body. In his room. They've been dead for at least 3 days prior to the events that occurred. The memories that you get from the people that have gone round and touched the tree or have had their memories taken by the new device, for those who aren't bodily able to make it out or live too far away that you can send guards on fast transports. There's a few sort of corruption memories from a few of the elves that didn't realise that you had sort of informed the tree and asked the tree to look out for certain memories that leads you down a rabbit hole of collecting information to weevil out some of the more corrupt elves within the society, taking note of those who have chosen not to add their memories to the tree for whatever reason, becomes also a tip-off to you and have them investigated, and much of those elves seem to be lesser demons in disguise that also infiltrated the society from the ground and are trying to work their way up in playing the long ball game. So adds another level of security. This is where Maurice's sort of cataloguing comes in handy. You have to start making databases about who is actually putting their memories into the tree and who is not, and where and when people have gone to different places. Borders become a lot more strict because of these kind of things, so people can see whether the people arriving here are legitimately here for reasons, or they're trying to infiltrate from different planes.
Thank you so much for joining us on this special journey. We hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as we enjoyed playing through the adventure. While playing, we were lucky enough to be able to see all of the assets exclusively made for this one shot. If you watched on YouTube, you were able to see some of those beautiful images, but no matter where you listened, you will be able to find those assets on the Wicked Cool Kids Patreon. If you'd like to commission any speciality maps or assets for your games, give JB Media a shout at instagram.com/jbmedia.dnd. All links will be provided below. As always, we appreciate your support. Stay cool, and if you can't be cool, be wicked. Wherever you found us today, don't forget to like and subscribe for more great content, and if you want to find out more about what we do, how to support us, pick up some merch and find links to our friends like JB Media, visit us at wickedcoolkids.co.uk.
As an aside, this map is stunning. I love the image of this.
Yeah, really enjoyed making this map.
It's sexy.
I had it with and without kind of little Spirit River.
I love it. I love it.